and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. A lot of people had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Pass complete to Walker. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 from the 41. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 47. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing now off play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Gets this to Johnson. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A handoff to Tracy. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the move, headed right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go play action here. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
70 range, 70. Here we go. Set.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Tracy once more. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They go right back to Tracy. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. This throw is cuffed. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw it on 1st and goal. He finds Slayton. And that's a New York touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd and pretty long here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go. 18 rapid. 18 rapid. Ready?
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it'll be Giants football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it at the 30. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants need only one to take the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. They motion Kump over right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
2nd and 13. That's taken in by Kump. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Walker goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send a man in motion. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Come on, set. Hawk 70.
From the 39. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks hoping to take a lead going into the break. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw it into the hands of Walker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. First and 19. Go.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. 2nd and 1. He's on the move. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Pack the 11, pack 40, 70, pack the 60, pack the...
Now looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. This is caught inside the 15. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 1 last play before the break.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Giants 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects with Johnson. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've got a man in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Has some space inside the 15. Touchdown, New York! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game at 21. Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, and that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. That's caught for the 1st. It's a pickup of 26. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Walker again. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, It's not going to change anytime soon.
This is Walker on second. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Myers' kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up from the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 6 now. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Looking for a throw here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a... Now go left side with Tracy. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Gano ready to send this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, check that, street. Check out.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Hyatt going to motion over left. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt 1 play later. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now off play action. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Giants take possession of the football.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
A handoff to Tracy. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
They're going play action. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down.
You know, that's a risk of putting up a jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 18.
Seahawks 24. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They'll throw on first. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He finds Johnson. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing off the play fake here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They run. Here's Tracy. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants continue piling on to this lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. And they pick him off again. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Seattle.